Good morning, fourth graders. This will be our second math lesson, and today we're doing pages 3 and 4. You got to pull that out of your books, 3 and 4. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life." So today's math page is titled Addition. We'll be adding these different numbers here, and we'll look at the class practice number 1 right now. And it has these blanks that we need to fill in here. And if we look up at the top of the page, it tells us what goes in those blanks. The first blank would be addend. Second blank would be addend also. And then the answer to an addition problem is the sum. You see that in the yellow box at the top. Addend, addend, and sum. So the addends are the numbers that you're adding up together to create the sum. Now we got to solve the problem. 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus 2 is 9, and 4 plus 5 is 9. And so our answer is 993. Let's look at B. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 7 more would be 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Plus 4 more would be 12. Plus 8 more would be 20. So we'll put a 0 here and carry our 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 5 more is 10. Plus 6 would be 16. Now remember, when numbers are bigger than 3 digits, you got to have a comma. And your comma always goes 1, 2, 3 places over. You start from counting here and go 1, 2, 3. And on the third place over is your comma. Our answer is 1,604. C. 2 plus 9 is 11. Plus 7 would give you 18. So we put an 8 here and then carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 5 more would be 6. Plus 8 would be 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 8 would be 18. Plus 7 would be 25. And remember, your comma goes 1, 2, 3 places over. We have 2,548. D. 7 plus 6 is 13. Plus 9 would be 22. So we put a 2 here and carry the other 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. Plus 9 more would be 19. Plus 4 would be 23. So we put a 3 there, carry the 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. Plus 3 more is 10. Plus 8 is 18. Comma goes 1, 2, 3 places over. And our answer is 1,832. E. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 9 is 15. So we put our 5 here, carry a 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 9 is 14. Plus 5 more is 19. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 8 would be 11. So we put a 1 and carry a 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 6 more would be 10, plus 2 more would be 12. And so we count 1, 2, 3 places over, and that's where our comma needs to go. We have 12,195. 12,195. F. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 6 would be 17. So put a 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 5 more would be 15. And then plus 1 more would be 16. So let's put a 6 and carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 5 more would be 9. Plus 9 more would be 18. So we'll put an 8, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 6 would be 15. Plus 8 would be 23. And so we count 3 places over. We get 23,867. G. 2 plus 5 is 7. Plus 9 more would be 16. Put a 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 0 is 5. Plus 6 would be 11. Put 1, carry a 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Plus 9 would be 17. Plus 4 would be 21. Put a 1, carry the 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 7 more would be 12. And then plus 8 would be 20. Count 3 places over to put your decimal. And we get 20,116. H. 4 plus 3 is 7. Plus 9 more would be 16. So we put a 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 2 more would be 8. And plus 1 more would be 9. 0 plus 7 is 7. Plus 3 more would be 10. So we put a 0 and carry our 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 9 more would be 16. And plus 8 more would be 24. And so we count 3 places over to put our comma, and we get 24,096. Okay, we're looking at number 2 now, and number 2 tells us not only to add the numbers, but to check it. And so we'll talk about how to do that. I'm going to go down and add up these numbers. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 more would be 14. So I put a 4, and I carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 2 more would be 12, plus 6 more would be 18. So we get 184 for our answer. But before we circle our answer, let's check it like the directions told us to do. I'm going to erase the 1 that's at the top and make room, because now we're going to add up these numbers, but we're going to go up this way. Let's put 2 lines on top, and these represent checking. We'll go 2 plus 5 plus 7. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 7 would be 14. So I'm going to put a 4 here and carry the 1, but when I carry it, I bring it down to the bottom, because we're going the opposite way. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 more is 9, plus 9 would be 18. And since this number is the same as that number there, it checks. And our answer we can now circle is 184. Let's do B. 8 plus 9 is 17, plus 1 more would be 18. So we put an 8, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 4 more is 11, plus 2 would be 13. Now we're going to check it by going up, just like we did earlier. I'm going to draw the 2 lines on top. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 8 more would be 18. So I put an 8 and I carry the 1 down at the bottom. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 would be 7, and then plus 6 would be 13. So since these two numbers are the same, we've checked it. It does check, and 138 is correct. We'll do C. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 4 more would be 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 6 would be 7, plus 2 would be 9. 2 plus 9 would be 11, plus 8 would be 19. So I put a 9 and I carry a 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 8 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Now let's check and see if this is correct. We're going up now, and we'll do the two lines here. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 4 more would be 13. Carry a 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 6 more would be 9. 8 plus 9 would give us 17, plus 2 more would be 19. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 8 would be 14, plus 3 more would be 17. And again, this number is the same as that number, so it checks, and the answer is correct. We need our comma, remember, 1, 2, 3 places over, and our answer is 17,993. D. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 9 more would be 20. So put a 0, carry the 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 8 is 12, and plus 1 would be 13. Put a 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 7 more is 14, plus 5 is 19. Let's check it. We'll add again, but going up. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 9 would be 20. Put a 0, carry a 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 8 is 11, plus 2 is 13. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 7 would be 13, plus 6 more would be 19. And this number is the same as that one, so it checks. 1,930 is correct. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 9 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 7 more is 14, plus 5 is 19. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 9 is 12, plus 8 is 20. Carry the 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 7 is 12, plus 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 5 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I'm going to erase some of those top numbers that I left up there. You should be erasing them off of your page too. And now we'll check by going up when we add. 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 4 would be 15. So we put a 5, carry our 1 down at the bottom. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 7 would be 13, plus 6 would be 19. So we put a 9, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 9 is 18, plus 2 is 20. So we put a 0, carry the 2. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 5 is 7, plus 2 is 9. And these match each other, so it does check. We need our comma in our answer, 98,095. Okay, let's look at the story problem. It says, in the forest there are 57 oak trees, 92 pine trees, 106 dogwood trees, 43 hickory trees, and 23 poplar trees. What is the sum of these trees? Remember, the sum means to add them up. So you need to add 57, 92, 106, 43, and 23. And when you add all those up, that will be the answer. So you'll have to do that on your own, but not right now, because we're still working together on this lesson. But look at B. B says the Sears Tower in Chicago has 110 stories, and the Empire State Building has 102 stories. How many stories do the two buildings have in all? When you see in all, that means to also add it up. You need to add your 110 plus your 102. And when you've done that, you'll know how many stories they have. Go ahead and turn your papers over. In number 4, it says to write these numbers correctly. So I see it says 24 million. So I need to write 24. And when I see million, I put a comma. 3,000. Well, here's our thousands place. So I need to put 003 and 34. So every time you see the words, you know that a comma needs to go there. And in between commas, there needs to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Except for when you go all the way this way, 24, since that's the beginning of the number, it might be less than 3. Let's try B here. It says 291 million, so I write 291 million. I'll put my comma there. 104,000. 1,000, comma. And even though it doesn't say anything, you know that there's zeros here for your hundreds, your tens, and your ones place that aren't mentioned. C says 987 million, so comma. 516,000, another comma. 516,000, or a comma there. And then 6. So you need to put 006. D's kind of tricky. It says 2 million, so 2 and then a comma. It doesn't say anything about the thousands. But that doesn't mean we just skip it. We still have to put zeros for the thousands. And it just says 3, not 3 hundreds, so 0 there. Not 3 tens, no, not 30, just 3. So that long number just for this small amount of information. Okay, E says 492 million, so 492, comma. 872,000, 872, comma. 641. Okay, let's do 5 together, at least part of it that I have on the screen here. It tells us to place commas in the correct positions. Remember, we count 3 places over. 1, 2, 3. A comma goes there. 1, 2, 3, and a comma goes there. Every 3 places starting from this side of the number. So 1, 2, 3, comma goes there, but you wouldn't put 1 after the end of the number, so just the 1 comma. C. Count 1, 2, 3, comma goes there. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, comma goes 3 later, right there. And that's it. I can't do D because I don't have it on my screen, but look at E. I'll go 1, 2, 3, there's a comma. F, 1, 2, 3, there's a comma, and then 1, 2, 3, there's a comma there. G, 1, 2, 3, and I put a comma right there. So you'll be able to do D and H on your own. In fact, you'll do the rest on your own. But before you do, we're going to have a little fun again, like we did last lesson, with a little bit of Would You Rather. Go ahead and push in your chairs, stand up. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and you got to go to a certain side of the room. Okay, would you rather be able to walk on water anytime you wanted? Walk on the water anytime you want? If that's true, I'm going to want you to go to this side of the room. Or would you rather be able to fly for 3 hours at a time, but only for 3 times in your entire life? So would you rather be able to walk on water whenever you wanted, or be able to fly for 3 hours in your entire life? Only 3 times in your entire life. So that's 9 hours total. 3 hours once, 3 hours again, and 3 hours a third time. So which one would you rather do? Okay, everybody go back to their desks and stand there. We'll do another question. Would you rather eat the chewed food out of a stranger's mouth? You go to that side of the room. Or clean between a stranger's toes with your tongue? Ugh, both of these sound really gross. Which one would you rather do? Okay, go back to standing at your desks. Would you rather not be able to recognize anybody else's face? So like when you saw people, you didn't know who they were every time. Would you rather not be able to ever know who people are? Even after you saw them, and then the second time you wouldn't remember their face. Or be able to see everyone else's face, but never your own face. Never know what yourself looks like. Never be able to see yourself in a mirror. So not be able to recognize anybody else's faces, or not be able to recognize your own face, or not even see your face ever. Which one would you rather do? Okay, next one. Go stand back at your desks. Stand back at your desks. Would you rather never be able to listen to your favorite song again, or never be able to watch your favorite TV show again? Which one? Okay, everybody go stand back at their desks. Stand back at your desks. And the next one. Would you rather have your head be twice the size that it is, so your head would be really big, or half the size that it is, so it'd be really small? On average, the adult head weighs 8 pounds. Okay, go stand back at your desks. Would you rather have a little tiny miniature man live inside your mouth and he has a little tiny hammer, and he hammers on your teeth all day and bangs on your teeth, or have a small bird live in your nose, and it sits there and pecks at the inside of your nose whenever it wants to. Which one would you rather have? Okay, would you rather, next one, go stand at everybody go back to their desks. Would you rather be in front of the whole school in the chapel room and suddenly be up front and suddenly get a nosebleed and your nose starts bleeding, or be up front and you start getting really loud hiccups that everybody hears? Which one would you rather happen? Okay, go ahead and go back to your seats. Why don't you guys go ahead and finish up the math? You guys are the smartest kids ever. I know that you can do a great job on it. Go ahead and finish up the last problems. Any problems that we didn't do from page 3 and 4, you'll have to do them on your own. There was a man named Charles Osborne, and he got the hiccups in 1922, and he couldn't find any cure for them. He kept on hiccuping until one day in 1990 when they finally stopped. So for 68 years of constant hiccups, that earned him the record in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest attack of hiccups. Could you imagine having hiccups for 68 hours? Okay, go ahead and do the rest on your own.